All right, now the fun stuff. Field trips.
Well, I thought that the science stuff was pretty fun too.
Now, even more fun stuff for you. Field trips. We have some of the best field trips I have ever imagined in my entire life coming to fourth grade here at Beacon Park.
Yeah, it's and we're not just talking about physical field trips. We're talking about virtual field trips as well. I'll talk about that in a little bit more. Mrs. Gregg, will you talk to us about maybe some of the things that we already have on the agenda for field trips this year?
Sure. So we have some awesome field trips planned. One of them is right down the street at UCI, which is the Water Festival. We're super excited about that. And I think we also might get to take a train somewhere on another field trip.
We are planning to take the train up to see the space shuttle at Exposition Park. And we haven't done this field trip yet.
Yep.
We looked into it this summer, and it's something that I feel like we can pull off for sure with the help of you, fine people. We're going to get to go up and see this space shuttle because the aerospace industry was such a big part of California history. We felt like this would be really meaningful to the kids.
As we're trains.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's so true.
So we're we found this mode of transportation in the trains that we think it's going to be much more effective and efficient than busing places. So, I think you can make as much noise as you want on a train, unless you're in the quiet car. So along with
That's right.
which I learned the hard way.
Yes.
Along with the trips up there, we've also been in talks about having a field trip to Riley's Farm, out in the mountainous areas out there. I forget where it is. Oakland. Not Oakland.
Not Oakland.
Oak Glen.
Oak Glen, yes.
Oak Glen, where the kids will be able to go and experience a day as a person during the gold rush.
It is
so,
oh my God.
so hands-on.
We went last year and it was very cold. So
it was very cold.
We're not going during that time of the year, but it was probably the best field trip I've ever been on.
I also enjoyed the bacon cheeseburger
It,
for lunch. I'm just saying it was maybe one of the better ones I've ever had.
Okay.
Fully immersive experience where kids are learning
Yes.
about supply and demand. Really, the people who benefited from the gold rush were actually people who were selling supplies to the people, the 49ers who were looking to find gold. Like I said, supply and demand, how the rates of the money and the gold went up and down based on how much gold there was. So
that was a good time.
So we're really hoping to experience that again this year.
Yeah. And then for technology, we were looking into going to see the Microsoft store again. That was a great field trip as well. So we just take a trip over to the Microsoft store, and they take our kids and they teach them about coding, and they get to go on a little scavenger hunt inside the store where they're looking for different things throughout the store. That was a really fun trip as well.
Also, students enjoyed the food court. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Do you see a theme here? It involves food, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, any more words about field trips?
We could just say we've worked really hard to come up with these awesome field trips that tie in with our curriculum. So technology, our social studies, and science. They're really awesome, innovative trips that we're super excited that we get to take your kids on this year.
I thought of one more thing that I talked about earlier, then didn't come back to. Virtual field trips.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things we love doing is expanding the four walls of our classroom. Maybe you've kind of picked that up. And we take our students anywhere imaginable through these virtual field trips. We find people to connect with, whether they're owners of companies, CEOs. We've come up with artists, actors, comic book creators. You name it, we've tried to find them. So we get our kids in contact with these people. We've gone up to the North Pole to see polar bears, Ford's Theater, inside of 3M, inside of Lockheed Martin. So we've just gone to some amazing places virtually. And we will continue to do that this year. There will be some probably home activities we send home as well with that, just to kind of connect the in-school learning to home learning. And all these experiences are totally free, and that's why we love it.
I love free.
And food.
Okay. Why does